This is our power clamping head, and these are a couple of special attachments we've designed for handling screw-top plastic drums. So these are drums where there isn't an obvious lip and we need to grip the drum around this top edge to prevent the drum deforming too much. So to fit these attachments, this one's already fitted. This one here, we've got a number of holes. We slot these down in between the arms. We then have two securing pins where we line up with the holes within the side of the head. So that's one in place, and our second pin here. So we line that up. That's then in place. We just need to, we've got some locking pins. These are called R-clips. So we position these through the holes. That's one locked in place and two locked in place. They're very quick to fit. We have our front gates on here, which are an optional. You don't have to have these fitted, but all these attachments are there as an option in case you feel you want extra security for handling this type of drum. We'll now show you how it works. The top edge supports can be moved in and out to make sure we line up with the lip of the drum. Different drums may have a small opening in the centre or a wide opening, so it's important we have adjustability in this part. What we want to do is we want to bring the clamping head in just so the pads are just about in contact with the drum. This positions our arms in the correct position. We then slide this attachment forward until it's touching the drum and then insert our locking pin. It's important we have all this adjustment for different size drums or different lip designs. Once we're set up, we've lowered our clamp head over. I'm happy with the position. So we're going to go to the back of the unit and clamp up. In this case, we're in the top of a yellow section on the pressure gauge. I'm going to visually inspect it. I'm happy we're gripping the drum enough and the top lip is also gripped. We can lift up. We'll begin to move the unit forward towards our vessel. Lift up some more. And then rotate. Once back on the ground, we press unclamp using two hands. So we press the two unclamp buttons. And now we fully release the drum. The attachments are completely optional. So if you have a drum where you're comfortable, it will lift and clamp. Without these attachments, you can remove them and use the standard clamping pads as shown in our standard videos. We're now going to pick up this orange drum. This has got a smaller neck, so the neck of the drum is closer to the centre. So we need to adjust our two top clamps here and bring them closer to the neck. First of all, we go to the back of the unit. We've got everything lined up. We clamp a very small amount just to bring the pads in against the drum. So a very short press of a clamp. The pads have come in and are touching on this side, and they're touching on this side. So now we need to bring these in so they're touching the neck. So again, we remove our pin. We slide this forward and then fix it in the hole. So I'm happy with that position there. Lock that one in place. And with this one as well, we're just going to move it forward slightly, come up to that hole there. So we've adjusted those. We're centre of the drum, so again we press our clamp button. Our clamp pads are gripping the centre of the drum and we're also gripping the lip. And we're just monitoring our clamp pressure gauge. Then lift up. Get close to our vessel, and then begin to tip. and lower down. Straighten up our drum. And then unclamp. We're then free to lift the head off the drum and go and get another drum.